Hi, and welcome to the first week of our Young Adult Bible series focused on the book of Jonah. My name's Kate, and I'm the Director of Youth and Young Adult Ministries here at Dandridge First United Methodist Church. We're so glad that you can join us for this online virtual young adult study. Before we get started, I want to remind you that you can check up on all the offerings we have at our church, as well as our young adult program and worship times, by visiting our website or following us on Facebook. I'll be sure to leave some links in the description below. Over the next several weeks, we're going to be reading from the Old Testament, focusing our study on the book of Jonah. You may recall the story of Jonah and the whale from Vacation Bible School or the nursery of your childhood church. You probably got to eat goldfish crackers while you read children's Bible retellings of the story, and you may have learned that some versions call it a fish and some call it a whale. In fact, this is such a popular children's story that I asked some of our own youth and children to color their interpretations of this story. Check out their work. If you're looking for a nursery, children's program, or youth program, our church has several offerings that we'd be glad to share with you. We're proud to truly offer Sunday school and small groups for all ages. I'll make sure to share links to the information in the description box below. In this study, we're going to learn about Jonah's fascinating story by reading the entire book together and applying it to our current lives as young adults. Before we crack open our Bibles and begin reading next week, I want to provide an overview and some helpful background. The book of Jonah was written around the years 785 to 760 BC. Jonah was a prophet who preceded Amos, and it centers around the city of Nineveh. This book is a unique prophetic book because it doesn't focus on Jonah's prophecies, but rather on the story that follows the prophet himself. We follow Jonah's stories throughout this 4-chaptered book of the Old Testament. In this study, we'll read each chapter of the book, focusing on a different key passage and message in each chapter. In chapter 1, we'll learn about being called. In chapter 2, we'll study about being faithful and being repentant. In chapter 3, we'll learn about the deliverance that comes after repentance. And finally, in chapter 4, we'll talk about righteous indignation. I am so glad that you're here with us for this exciting 5-part study. We'll see you next time in week 2 as we study being called in Jonah chapter 1.